All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to our Bell Let's Talk week, going through our whole Unwind kind of series this week because it's important to make sure that you take care of your brain health as much as you take care of your body health. So this week it's going to be nice, gentle stretching, great ways to unwind. And it's only going to be about 15, 20 minutes just because sometimes longer stretches can feel a little bit daunting on the mind. So we're going to start first with just sitting on the ground. I usually like to have something comfortable to sit on, so that's totally up to you. You just want to sit with a nice straight back. So I'll do this from the side. I don't want you slouched in through this. So sit nice and tall, rolling that pelvis forward. You can close your eyes with this if you wish. Bring those shoulders down and back. Now I want you to take a nice big inhale, filling your chest and your belly, and exhale, moving through the hips. I want you to slouch back into it. Inhale, filling the belly and the chest. Exhale, coming down. So we're just rocking through the hips, inhaling up, nice and tall, exhaling down. And we'll do one more. Lovely. Come back to a neutral spine. I'm just going to twist to face you. So from here, what I want to get into is just a little bit torso rotation. So we're just going to bring one hand to your opposite knee. Just get a nice gentle twist in there. And then you're going to come the other way. So inhale as you come out of the twist. Exhale as you go into the twist. Do one more on each side. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to come on to, we're going to stay on our knees. We're going to bring one hand onto our opposite knee. So I've got my right hand onto my left leg, and I'm going to stretch up and over and then bringing it back down. And we're just going to do a couple on one side. Feeling that nice stretch right in our sides there, in our obliques, our low back. And the purpose of the planting of the hand here is just to give the hips and through the shoulders a little bit more of that stabilization so that you can get a nice deeper stretch in through that hip. All right, so let's switch hands. We're going to come up and over. One more time. Beautiful. All right, so let's bring that left leg forward in front of us. I want you to sit nice and tall, and we're going to work on lengthening out through the backs of our legs here. So I want you to inhale nice and tall, exhale, reach forward. And everyone's range is going to be a little bit different here. Inhale forward, inhale up, exhale forward. Inhale back, exhale forward. So moving through our stretches, through our motions is an excellent way to down-regulate our central nervous system. A lot of us, when we start to feel anxious or stressed or start feeling big, heightened emotions, the central nervous system is kicking into kind of that fight or flight mode. So this rhythmic breathing, it's very wave-like. Many people feel very calm as they hear kind of waves gently crashing on the shore. This is exactly what's happening with your body. And you'll notice that your range is increasing. So it's a really nice way to kind of lube up the muscles and the joints. We'll do one more on this side. Lovely. All right, so let's come over to the other side. So again, sit nice and tall and exhale into it. So you stay for as long or as little at each spot as you need to. Let's do a couple more on this side. Last one. Awesome. Okay, so let's take our legs nice and wide. So we're in a nice V. So your V might be a little bit more narrow. It might be super wide. This is where mine is. So what I would like you to do is place your fingertips just behind you. Roll your hips under and then bring them up. Roll them under and bring them up. So from the side, you're going to roll them under, bring them up. So the motion is coming through the hips, and you can use your fingertips to kind of enhance that stretch in through those inner thighs. Two more here. Lovely. All right, so we'll bring those legs in. Bring them over to one side, and we're going to come on to all fours. So some of these stretches are big fan favorites of both ourselves and clients. So I just want you to shake your hips from side to side. So this is a really nice way just to bring some blood and motion into the low back. Try not to be totally arched or letting it fall right through here. You want to have that nice neutral spine where you're going to bring it up and everything's in a nice strong position. So again, nice deep breathing here. So we're going to bring our hips over to the right. And now I want you to look over your right shoulder towards your left hip. Your right hip. And you're going to feel that stretch along your left side. So we're going to bring the hip and the shoulder away from each other. We're going to bring the hips over to the left, look over that left shoulder. You feel that nice lengthening right along your lateral line here. Pushing that shoulder blade and hip away from each other. Bring it on back. If this feels too intense for you, just work on those side to side rocks. It's a really lovely feeling to just do those. All right. Okay, so we're going to work on some hip extension here. And this is really important with how many hours we're logging in at the computer, then at our dinner table, then probably Netflix binging, because we're tired. We're tired at the end of the day, right? So what we want to do here, you can have your toes planted or you can drop them down. It's totally up to you. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring our thumb back towards our heels. We're going to stretch out our arms similar to that child's pose position. If your bum needs to be up a little bit higher, that's no problem. You can also stuff some blankets that your pelvis can rest on when you're doing here. What I want you to do now is plant your hands firmly on the ground, and I want you to pull your body forward, getting into that nice extension. Don't drop your hips here. Still keep them strong. And then I want you to push away. So we're going to activate through that upper body and in through our hips. Let's do one more here. And bring it forward. Lovely. So let's sit back into that child's pose. I'm going to drop my ankles down. I'm just going to let my chest fall to the ground, feeling that nice stretch through the upper back. Now I'm going to bring my hands over to the right, and I'm going to stretch my left hand as far out as I can. So I'm just going to keep reaching out to help feel that lengthen, again, along that lateral line. You can breathe deeply into these stretches. As you feel your chest expand, you'll feel that lateral line open up just a little bit more. Lovely. So bring that left hand back a bit, drag it over to the left, followed by your right. And now we're going to reach that right hand far away from our body as we can, feeling that stretch through the armpit, down along the side, into the hip. Try and keep those hips on your glutes. Nice big deep breaths here. Awesome. Bring it back to center. Drop that chest. Good. Bring it up. Bring those knees in a little bit tighter, and we're going to come back and sit onto our ankles. So as long as this feels comfortable for you to come down into this position, if not, you can bring your toes up, and this will help stretch out the bottoms of your feet. If this is not comfortable for you, just sit on your bum. So we're just going to come here, and we're going to work through some of those motions we had done right at the beginning. So we're going to inhale up, nice and tall. Exhale through our pelvis, roll under and curl down. Inhale up, open the chest, exhale down. I'm just working through those motions. Good, we'll get one more big opening here. Lovely. All right, let's come onto our backs for our last stretch here. So as you come down onto your back, always come down on from your side and then roll onto your back. So this is the number one kind of unwinding stretch we give everyone, and it's our hip rocks. It's a highly recommended move to kind of start the day, end a workout. Even starting a workout is a lovely movement. However, what I want you to do here is place one hand on your tummy and one hand on your chest. Take a nice big deep breath in and feel both hands rise up and fall on the exhale. So as you listen to that and feel that belly breathing, and opening through the chest, just gently, ever so slightly. It doesn't need to be big. Start rocking those knees back and forth. Being sure to take in those nice deep breaths and long exhales. As you work through this, you can increase that range. If you find you're a little bit tighter and your legs can't come past, say, this motion, that's no problem. I always recommend throwing a pillow underneath your leg or blanket as well as in between your knees so you can fully relax in this position. If there's any tension and you don't have that, gravity will start to work, your muscles will tense up, and it's a little bit harder to feel that nice release. If having your legs to one side feels better on one side than other, you can just hang out there. You don't need to make this a continuous motion. Just do one more on each side. And then the other side. Good, bring them back up to neutral and just let your legs fall down if it's comfortable for your back. And I just want you to take some nice deep breaths here. So we're gonna do 5. Again, feeling that belly rise and fall. So on your own count, so I'll start the first one with you. Nice big inhale. Lovely. So roll on to one side, just as we do when we come to laying down, we want to raise up in the same way. And I just want you to very gently just tilt your head from side to side, keeping your ears in line with your shoulders. One more each side. And then just rotate. Again, keeping your head on its same axis. Feeling those nice releases. And just go as far as your range will let you go. And back to center. Thank you very much for joining me today. Keisha will be here tomorrow, running you through a nice, gentle, unwinding stretch. These are all meant to just calm you down, not meant to help you release built up tension in certain areas per se, but just really to help you unwind, take a check-in for yourself, make sure you're not revving too high, and if you are, to really work on that nice, deep belly breathing. So thank you very much, and we will see you for the rest of the week. Bye.